What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Classic Tony back at it once again, playing the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Was having an amazing time last time. Go watch that episode to see why I'm very frustrated. But basically, in the last episode, we made our way to the start of the end of the game, the underworld-ish part of the game, where you're entering into a non-mortal realm. And as we fought some ghosts, we fought some zombies, we actually drank some delicious rum, and continued on our adventure through Firetop Mountain. And as we continued, we ran into the biggest jerk of all, vampire who was sleeping, who one-shot us and literally just killed us. So yeah, didn't even have a chance to fight him. We didn't have the equipment to fight him. I could have fought him, but we didn't. It said you needed a stake. We didn't have. Long story short, I'm bad at the game, and I'm very upset about it. But we made our way back. We just have one less resurrection stone, and he can go stick it in his garlic hole. And I'm gonna go and continue on. Now we're deciding where to go, obviously, but after, yeah, that's where he's sleeping, right in there. I could just walk over there with a wooden stake and just end his sorry career. We are going to a spiral staircase leads up and down. Take the stairs leading down, take the staircase leading upwards. Onwards and upwards. Let's go. As you climb the last step, you are dwarfed by the dark shrine of the First Lord of Chaos, Death himself. The grim, imposing statue is holding a large bowl that represents the entire universe held in his grasp. It looks as though he is demanding a sacrifice.
The Dark Lords are grim creatures. I wonder what goes in the bowl.
Pour blood in the sacrificial bowl. Continue through the opening in the wall. We can't make the sacrifice. We are not worthy. Oh, I wonder if that's what that red goop... Actually, I think I can show you. In the last episode, we came across this... Yeah, there it is, that red goop in the bottom there. It was like... the game was like, drink the goop. You want to drink the goop. And then my character was even like, I'm going to drink this goop. And I was like, don't drink that shit. I wonder if that's... Yeah, I wonder if that was the blood sacrifice we needed to make. All right, let's continue through the opening in the wall. Which way will you go now? Continue straight on. Continue up the stairs. Is that... I see a cool thing up there. I kind of want to go investigate that cool thing up there. I don't know. That bridge looks relatively safe. The narrow staircase is cut into the rock, and there are about 20 steps leading up. At the top of the steps, a passageway leads into a large open chamber. This chamber stinks of putrefying flesh. The smell is so bad that you are tempted to turn back. Three bodies lie in the chamber. You may either search the bodies or tiptoe quickly through the room.
I think I had best be on my way. I've spent more time in this place than I want to.
Search the first, search the second, search the third. Tiptoe through the room. I don't want to search no dead bodies. That's gross. Tiptoeing through the room, you climb up a narrow staircase, ending up at the top of the stairs in the passage. It looks as though it leads out of this area. The whole experience seems rather anticlimactic.
That was far too easy. Should I turn back and explore?
You begin to have second thoughts about whether it would have been worthwhile to search the bodies. Back. I don't want to search dead body. No, we will be a good explorer. We will not exploit the dead. I mean, they're dead. What do they care? Just take their shit and leave. No. We will not be doing that. We are here to stop Zagor. We don't need to rob dead bodies to stop Zagor. And I'm worried about one of them being a zombie. At the top of the staircase, the passage turns sharply to the east. As you pause to get your bearings, you hear a creaking in the rock behind you. You spin around in time to see a heavy portcullis drop to seal off the passageway behind you. Continue forward. Cool thing. Let's go. Now I'm really thinking I should have searched those dead bodies. Fuck. Oh well. Following the passageway forward, you discover a bench where you are able to rest. A set of stairs lead upward. A strange light can be seen coming from up the corridor. Let's just sit and rest at the bench. No reason not to. even though we don't have any resurrection stones, we can still rest. We'll save our provisions, because we don't need to. And now we can follow the stairs upwards. Let's go.
Stepping into a tall, pillared room, you are stunned by its centerpiece. In the middle of the room stands a large, intricate glass globe. Inside the globe appears to be a complex maze, constantly twisting and rotating. As you look closer, there seems to be a tiny figure inside the maze.
That is very impressive. The intricate details are mind-blowing.
The maze seems to get larger before your eyes, and an intense light suddenly begins to shine. Before you know what is happening, the dazzling light has completely overwhelmed you. You feel dizzy and collapse to the floor. You fall unconscious.
Am I dead? I'm not dead. I just get teleported? Please tell me I'm not dead.
The bright light that surrounds you fades, and you appear in a square-shaped room paved with strange purple flagstones. You feel lightheaded and highly disoriented. Bizarre crystallized structures surround you, and you have a distinct feeling that you are now somehow within the globe you encountered. Many of the items around you match the features you saw in the glass sphere. Shaking off your disorientation, you decide to take a look around.
Well,
we're in the globe.
Let's keep looking. I think I can show you what I'm looking at. Here it is. This is all I'm gonna get to see. This is it.
There is an archway with some steps leading upwards.
Cool.
There is an archway on your left, and beyond it you can see some steps leading upwards. There is also a crystal plinth situated next to the archway that looks interesting. The only other exit from the room seems to be a large archway facing you.
Well, if that's an interesting plinth, I think I'm saying that correctly.
The small crystal plinth is about the size of a dwarf, and it sparkles with an ethereal quality. It looks as though the plinth holds 3 crystal rods inserted into the circular slots. One of the slots already has a rod sitting out from it.
Try to remove the crystal rod, ignore the rod, and enter the archway. Ignore the rod and go and try the stairs. So I'm taking it we have to find the other rods. Because if there are 3 slots, I imagine we need to find the others. I don't want to try and remove it. Let's enter that archway. Let's just try it.
You come to a crossroads with a path leading off in all directions. You are surrounded on all sides by a strange crystallized shape that appears dotted around this strange place. In the center of the crossroads, hanging from some rope, is a small cage. There is a goblin sitting in the cage with its legs dangling through the bars. Strangely, it looks though the rope is not being held up by anything and disappears into the darkness above. You also notice a metal box on the ground directly below the cage.
Talk to the goblin, examine the box. Let's talk to the goblin.
You look up towards the cage. The goblin begins humming some kind of tune. This creature either can't hold a note, or this is the worst tune you have ever heard.
What is this terrible tune? How did you get up there?
It's my shift is in the cage and hold this crystal rings. And much fun, I can tell you, sat here hours after hours, waiting for the next Zagor to venture into the master's maze.
Pausing for a moment, the goblin is clearly thinking hard.
Lastly, the others keep missing my shift, you know, they're jealous, cause I'm smarter than theirs.
This only raises more questions, but you hold your tongue. The goblin starts to swing its legs back and forth, which makes the cage start to rock forwards and backwards.
Ask the goblin to throw down the crystal, ask the goblin how the cage is lowered, examine the box. Do we want the crystal? Yeah, we want the crystal.
Yours must be George's. Ms. Master wouldn't let that. You're not to find another way to cut it down. The box below me is a clue.
Leave by one of the exits, examine the box.
You bend down on one knee and examine the box. It is fixed into the purple paving on the floor and has a carved hole in it with a small notch carved in the top of it. It looks as though something could be slotted into it. Perhaps this will help lowering the cage above.
If you don't have that, then you need have that a bit of a wonder.
The goblin shouts down from above.
leave by one of the exits, so we need to go find something to put in that slot. Let's go south. Come to a T-junction, continuing south. Come to a corner. Go east. Oh no! Creepy hand room.
The pathway enters a small room and continues at the far side through a large archway. As you walk into the room, the ground beneath your feet begins to shake. From either side of you, 4 large, ghostly white hands loom out from the darkness. You are in danger and are being trapped by ghostly hands.
Run towards the archway, draw your weapon, and fight them. What do I gain from fighting, than drawing my weapon and fighting them? I'm just ready. Just run for it.
As you run through the gap between the rapidly enclosing hands, you can feel their impending icky coldness. Just as it appears they are about to grasp you, they stop. As you stand there in shock, they suddenly fade away into small wisps of white smoke. From somewhere in the distance you hear a laugh which echoes around you. Someone is enjoying your discomfort. Exit now. Leave east or west.
Let's keep going east. Feels quite claustrophobic. One more. Oh no!
Following the passageway, you open a door leading into a square room. Your eyes are immediately drawn to a large bowl filled to the brim with gold pieces. You spot a large clay vase. Examine the room. Exploring the room, you sift through the broken pottery and other debris. Suddenly, you hear a heavy snoring sound behind you and quickly turn around. A muscular beast emerges from the shadows. From the neck down, it is man-like, with powerful muscles flexing and heaving as its broad chest takes deep breaths. Easily as tall as yourself, this creature has the head of a rampaging bull.
Bullman! Da-da-down, Bullman! Minotaur, right? Isn't that a Minotaur? Kind of like half man, half bull. Thank you for confirming.
The Minotaur's huge red eyes glare furiously. With a bellow, it lowers 2 sharp horns towards you and charges.
Fight the Minotaur. This is bad. Okay, I didn't die, like, completely. Okay, I'm okay with that. I only lost a little bit of stamina.
You lost 9 stamina and gained 12 souls.
That's not great, but it's not bad. I'm not cheating, okay? I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna reload. I'm not gonna do any of that. If I die, I die. I can consume provisions. There are a few stops along the way. Oh, I didn't mean to press A. I'm sorry.
With an almighty bellow, the Minotaur crashes to the ground. Its legs twitch, spasming reflexively. Then the beast lies still. Its head lands with a painful thump on your feet. You hop back in pain. Wiping your weapon's blade, you return it to its sheath. Sorting through the broken pot, you find little of interest. The liquid looks, smells, and tastes like water. The coins in the pot are a fraud. Some genuine gold pieces lie on the surface of the pile. Underneath are merely painted pieces of pot.
8 gold pieces, that's not worth it.
As you tip the vase out, it slips and breaks. A crystal shard appears, hidden inside a false bottom of the bowl. You place it in your pack.
+2 luck, let's go.
With nothing else of importance in the room, you decide to leave.
Exit north or exit east? I don't think there's going to be anything else along this path. That's not true. Let's keep going. Go north.
You see a cluster of crystallized objects ahead and realize that you have hit a dead end. You have options of heading back. We shall head back.
Alright, I just gotta go back. I did the thing I was supposed to do.
A few inches later.
Let's try going east here. And let's try going north here. Oh no, I didn't want to do that.
As you walk into the small room, you can hear crying. On the floor in front of you, you can see a large shape which looks like an orc lying on its back. It is either sleeping or dead. Lying across the top of the orc, with their back to you, is someone or something dressed in orcan armor. The sobbing and wailing appears to be coming from them.
Ask what the problem is, examine the two creatures more closely, leave the room by one of the exits visible. I'm worried about asking if they need help a little bit. Fuck it.
You ask what the problem is and whether you can help. The figure turns around and you can see that this is a young orc. His red eyes are puffy, tears rolling down his cheeks.
Oh, well, it's a kid, so.
She is gored, completely dead. I told the orcs that she was not well enough to enter this stinking maze. They pushed her too far this time.
He says through muffled sobbing. You suddenly feel sorry for these wretched creatures. Obviously, the ogre meant something to this orc.
Let's give him a little gold. It's not much, but it's the least we can do.
Your sudden compassion compels you to throw a coin in the direction of the orc.
I was kind of gonna walk over and be like, hey, this is the least I can do. I hope everything's okay. If you need help, let me know. But you can just throw a coin at him. That's cool too.
Here's some money, fuck off.
Like,
your sudden compassion compels you to throw a coin in the direction of the orc. He catches the shiny prize and chokes back a few tears.
That is very generous of you.
He mumbles.
For your kindness, I will give you some knowledge that I know.
He stands up, wipes away the tears.
I suppose you are for the master's treasure. A nasty dead white creature stole it from us once. Oh, and you're mighty be needing this.
The orc throws you a strange metal object. It looks like this is the handle that can be inserted in the box under the goblin's cage. You thank the orc for this useful knowledge and decide to leave the room. You see paths leading east, west, and south. Let's head back west. We have what we need. Why take unnecessary risks? You return back at the crossroads with the path leading blah blah blah. Leave to the exit. Slot in which do the thing that we need to do. Turning the winch, you can hear some kind of clunking mechanical noises coming from somewhere beneath your feet. The cage begins to drop down in a jerking motion, which makes the goblin jump up to its feet and grip the bars.
Crazy, he was doing it all the times. Had to be a mischief, don't it?
The goblin shouts anxiously. Within a few minutes, the cage thuds down onto the floor, and the sound echoes around the room. The goblin jumps out of the cage, gripping a crystal shard in one hand and a short sword in the other.
We must fight that goblin. Sorry, buddy. You have what we need. The cage is in the room. I love it. Okay. All right. That was the play, was to just wait for him to because otherwise I would keep clashing with him and I'm not hitting him. So it was about playing the distance game. Oh man. I was not dying to no tiny ass goblin.
Who I gave you his voice.
I'm not dying to that goblin. No. I want to get out of here and I want to see if I keep my stamina or not.
You lost no stamina and gained 6 souls, but cheated. You have defeated the goblin unsportsmanlikely. You reach down and you grab the crystal shard from the hand of the goblin. It is smeared in green blood. The goblin's eyes slowly open.
Good job.
Then it closes them for a final time and breathes its last. You check around the room, but there is nothing else of interest in or around the cage. With your prize, you decide to leave.
exit. Let's head back west, right? Yeah, heading west. Go to that plinth. Yes, 3 crystal rods instead. Oh yeah, we already read all this. Yes, insert them immediately. You slot the 2 crystals into the plinth. As they slide in, they emit a high-pitched sound which almost sounds like the singing of one long, joyful note. Immediately, the strange crystallized structure that surrounds you also emits that note, and the archway begins to shake. You feel a strange throbbing in your skull, but something compels you to walk through. Climb the stairs. Are we out of here? Let's go. If I lost my stamina in there, I'll be pissed.
With a deep breath, you follow the steps and climb upwards. Soon enough, you reach the top of the stairs and find a solid oak door. It seems heavy and secure, yet, to your surprise, the door is unlocked.
Alea, you have done well to bring Alexandria of Black Sand this far. As such, I shall reward you. If you perish in the second layer of the maze, you shall return here before you leave. I have one more gift for you.
Plus 10 stamina. Let's go. But I does that mean if I perish but I have a resurrection stone, or does that mean if I perish at all? I don't know.
Turning the handle, you give the heavy door a push and proceed to the next level of the maze.
Enter the room. Oh, do we keep going? Do I keep going or do I end it here? I think this is a good place to end it. I mean, we did the thing. We got to the checkpoint. Yeah, you know what? I'll cut this one a little short. Thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you coming through Firetop Mountain in this horrific maze that I keep having to chug along through. It just looked so cool. I had to go investigate. Anyway, thank y'all for coming along on this journey. Appreciate each and every one of you. As I like to say on this channel, whatever you got going on in your life, if it's not good, I hope it gets better really freaking soon. And as I always say on this channel, sincerely from me to you, please take it easy and peace.
Process. Oh, that's a process.